Hello again, Portal Masters and Skylanders fans. The days are still counting down until the release of Giants, and I'm excited to say there are only almost a little more than 2 weeks left until Giants comes out. It's getting really closer, a lot closer, really closer. And there's still, we were hearing little bits and pieces of information, but we already know a lot about the game so far, so there's, again, not a whole lot of news. But I figured, it's been a couple days since I made a video, and I want to keep you guys, I don't know, entertained, I guess, so I'm going to keep making videos. Plus, it's just a great way for me to kill time until Giants comes out. I know in my last video I reviewed a couple of Skylanders books, and actually right after that video I found a couple more. And I just figured I'd go over them really quick. The first one, I talked about in my last video. I figured I'd just show you the cover. The Machine of Doom. It's a full Skylanders novel. It's a pretty basic kid's book. I don't know if you can, yeah, see the text is pretty big. So, you can finish it in like an hour if you're a pretty fast reader. Again, it's a cool story. It gives some good background information to the characters. There's some cool pictures. It takes place before Spyro's adventure, and it's a pretty fun story. Buy it or just get it for your Kindle, and it'll entertain you. The other one I found is this. It's called The Battle for Skylands. I bought it thinking it was the sticker book. There are stickers in there, but it's only literally about 10 pages long. All that's in there are a couple of mazes and some puzzles and like some word scrambles, and it's just like a little activity book. I was kind of disappointed. I should have looked closer at it when I was in the store. I don't recommend Battle for Skylands. You can do so much better. Other than that, there's really not a whole lot of actual news. There's all sorts of rumors and things like that, but as far as actual confirmed things go, we know when the game's coming out, we know the main figures and everything now. There's not really a whole lot left. I'm planning all of my activities for release day, and I'm getting really excited for that, and I figure maybe in my next video I'll talk a little more about that. But in this video, I was actually also thinking about talking about these guys, the legendary figures. We know a lot about a lot of the biographies of all the main characters. We know, we know that Chop Chop is an Archean relic. We know the Spyro is the dragon we all know and love, and we know that Bash is a flightless dragon, and we know that Trigger Happy is just a little bit crazy. But we don't have any real biography about their legendary forms. We know that Dark Spyro, another well-known variant, is what happens to normal Spyro when he's around dark magic for too much, and he transforms into Dark Spyro. Still an agent for good, using the powers of evil to kind of take it back at him, I guess. But yeah, Dark Spyro. But like I said, we don't really have any special biographies for the legendary characters. It's just the same as the normal versions. So I wanted to ask you guys, what do you think legendary characters are? I know that in my mind I'm a little weird like this, but when I was younger, I watched Dragon Ball Z all the time. It was like my first anime. I loved it. I got really into it. I loved watching the characters fight. And one of my favorite things about Dragon Ball Z were the Super Saiyans. In case you don't know, Super Saiyans were whenever any of the characters, they trained and fought and got stronger. And once they hit a certain level of strength and had the right emotional rage and had a really desperate action scene and everything, they would turn into this powered up version of themselves called a Super Saiyan. And that's kind of what I actually imagine legendary characters to be. In the game, they're nothing. They just have a different color, a different repaint, and their stats are slightly higher. So I figure, maybe one day Chop Chop was fighting Chaos or his minions or a troll army or something, and he got really strong and really powerful, and in the middle of the battle, he, I don't know, upgraded or powered up and became a legendary. And maybe whenever battles are really tough or he needs that extra surge of power, Chop Chop can be a legendary character again. Or the same for Bash whenever his attacks need to be just a little bit stronger. But again, that's just me and my imagination. But what I want to know now is what you guys think of legendaries. Do you not collect the legendaries since they're only variants? Do you if a character does have a legendary variant, do you only collect the legendary since it's stronger than the normal? Do you see legendaries as nothing more than just another variant that you have to collect and spend money on? Do you not bother with any of the background biographies like I do? Let me know what you think about legendaries. We're going to be getting some cool new ones in the next game, and I want to hear what you think. Like I said, what do you think makes a character legendary like these guys? Who would you love to see as a legendary? Anything to do with legendaries, let me know. Put it down in the comments, and I'll talk about it a little bit more in my next video. And please, guys, if you like my videos, go watch some of the other ones I've made, and please subscribe. I love seeing my subscribers numbers. Right now, they're kind of low, I admit. I just started out. I'm still making videos. But please subscribe. And I'll be making a lot more in the future. Again, I know I bragged about making Skylander hunting videos, but it's kind of hard to do when there's no Skylanders to hunt. I am getting hope, though, because last time I went into my local Toys R Us, there's the normal Skylanders Spyro's Adventure section they have like normal. But like for the next 3 sections over it, the walls were completely bare. Like they had stripped everything off of it. And all that was up there were little pegs labeled with all the Skylander Giant stuff. I mean, there's no actual figures up there yet or anything like that. But you can tell they're already getting prepared, and there's going to be a huge section for Giants. And I mean, they're already getting ready, and the game's still like 2 weeks away. So it makes me excited to see stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, I'm getting a little off topic. Let me know what you think about legendaries. Let me know what you think about my videos, and please, again, subscribe. Until then, my next video, see you later, Portal Masters.